Testing.
Check 1.
Check 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
Check, mic check, level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you see it going in? Mic check 1, 2. We have another. Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Testing 1. Okay. All right.
Nick? How much time do we have left for Buffalo in the locker room? Buffalo's on their way? Buffalo is leaving the locker room now and should be down here shortly. While Buffalo is coming, just a reminder again, please turn off your cell phone. And no flash photography is permitted or video of any kind, and that includes cell phone video. And please identify yourself and your media organization each time that you ask a question. And please try to direct a question towards a particular student athlete. We are now joined by Buffalo student athletes Lamonte Bearden, CJ Massingberg, and Nick Perkins, along with head coach Nate Oates. And Coach Oates, would you please start us off by making an opening statement?
You know what, I couldn't be more proud of the kids I coached this year. I mean, it's pretty well documented what we've been through as a program with everything. They played their tails off for us all year. You know, we were one open three. We missed two open threes that would have cut that thing to one possession there late in the game. We were just a couple shots or stops away from being in it. We had a lead for a lot of the first half too. So I think a lot of our kids proved they belong at a big stage like this. I'm so happy for them because they gave everything they had to the program through the whole year. So, you know, and I want to give credit to Miami too. I mean, Coach Larinaga he used to coach in the MAC. Ton of respect for him through the years. Took a mid-major program in George Mason to the Final Four. We knew they weren't going to overlook us. They played hard. They made it tough on us. They made some big plays when they needed to, and we just didn't quite have enough there in the second half to get the win. But can't say enough about the kids I coached this year for the whole year.
Thank you, Coach. We will now have questions for the student athletes only. And again, please identify yourself and your media organization when asking a question. Questions for the student athletes. We have a question right here.
Guys, CJ, Josh Reed, CBS.
Okay. Yeah.
Josh Reed, CBS 4 in Buffalo. CJ, obviously your first shot at playing in a tournament. I guess, how do you feel like it went, and what kind of experience is this for you to build on?
Man, it was a great experience. It was a great experience. I'm just happy to be here, with my teammates. I'm really proud of them. I feel like we gave it all that we had, and we just came up short. And we obviously next year we want to try to get back here.
Question right here.
Yeah, Lamonte, I mean, obviously they have
Could
big
you
rim
please identify where you're
Yep,
from?
it's Mark Gahn, Buffalo News. Lamonte, they've got the big rim protectors, and they, kept you guys from getting too many points in the paint in the first half. The second half just seemed like you scored on a bunch of tough shots in the lane. Just talk about the second half, getting inside and going after their big men.
I just tried to create for myself, not only myself and my teammates. They did have a lot of big guys that can jump and affect my shot, but I did feel like I missed a couple easy ones too, so they did a good job tonight.
Questions? Right up in front.
Stu Boyer, Channel 2 Buffalo. Nick, can you talk about the satisfaction of playing here and doing a great job you guys did, and at the same time the disappointment because nobody wants to leave here and just a couple of shots and the whole outcome could have been different?
Yeah, the experience is great. Coming here, playing with my great teammates, Coach Oates, all the stuff we've been through this year, it really makes this coming here better for the second time in a row. And as a freshman, be able to come here and do that. But it does hurt, coming here and losing because we didn't want to stop. You feel me? We want to win this game and keep it going. But it does feel good to get here again. We can probably keep this thing going for the next few years. Yeah.
More questions? Let's go right over here.
Yeah, it's Jerry Sullivan, the Buffalo News. I'll ask Lamonte, when you saw what Yale did tonight, did that get you guys a little bit of jolt that the underdog can win these games?
That did give us a little bit of juice and fire to see that an upset can happen. So we just wanted to come out and play our game, no matter what Yale did.
Questions? Mark.
Yeah, Nick, two things. One, it seems like you love that top of the key three. Did you feel like that got you going, and then just what went right for you tonight?
I can say the preparation in the last few days, working with coach in practice, working on my three, being more consistent with it. I felt that prepared me well tonight. I worked on it a lot, so it just helped me. I mean, the first one did get me going, but I feel like the preparation into this game got me going, like more than the first three did.
Question over here.
Tom Dinky, The Spectrum. For Lamonte, can you talk about that last 3-point shot that you made? You had the 2 to make it a 4-point game, and then I believe it was next possession you had a 3 that would have made a 1-point game. Just how did you feel when the shot left your hand?
I felt like it was good, but I came up a little short.
Okay, more questions all the way in the back.
Lamonte, Matt Bove, Channel 7 in Buffalo. I just talked to some fans upstairs. They're hyped, even though the outcome didn't go how you guys and they wanted to go. Said they really saw a lot with you this year. Excited about, the growth in fans over the last couple seasons?
I'm really excited. We have a great fan base this year, and hopefully there will be more people to come see us and watch us play.
Okay, in the back.
Guys, Josh Reed, CBS in Buffalo. And this can pertain to any three of you, whoever would like to answer it, because you look up here, that's a lot of youth. This has got to feel like, this is a stepping stone to something really, really big, right?
Yeah, this year we got a lot of young guys, and we had 2 seniors that's leaving. Credit to those guys; they really helped out the team this year. But we obviously disappointed about the loss. But in the back of our heads, we do know that we have a lot of young players, and next year, in the next couple of years, we still going to continue to be strong. We got Blake Hamilton coming back, us 3 up here. We got Willie, and we know in the back of our head that we just got to stay with it, and we started a trend, so we got to keep it up.
Okay, more questions. Mark.
Right, Mark on Nick. Can you talk about defense against their big guys? Their big guys definitely were a factor on defense, but they didn't really kill you on offense. And so, can you just talk about your personal defense really last week against a big dog and this week?
It's definitely different than guarding big dog. These guys are more athletic, more agile, more mobile, big. So I just tried to use my body and body up. They're not really that offensively skilled in big dog, so it was more different. I kind of had to help the guards out more on the drives and stuff. More of that stuff is that, and watch out for the backdoor oops because they're throwing those a little bit. But other than that, it was just more of me helping the guards out more on defense than how it was last week, where I had to defend one-on-one with Big Dog.
Okay, got time for one more question? Right in front.
Stu Boyer, Channel 2 Buffalo. CJ, hey, you guys are so young. How much closer can going through something like this and the season you went through, being here in the NCAAs, bring a team together? How much closer can you guys come because of going through this together?
Man, honestly, right now we are pretty close. Like this season, we went through a lot of things. We went through a lot of deaths and a lot of sicknesses, and I really think that brought us all together to be able to accomplish what we accomplished this year. And this experience, I think that a lot of guys last year that played today, they learned from last year and they spreaded a little wisdom to us. That obviously it's our first time, but this should really help us out. And it's going to give us fuel to get here next year, too.
Okay, thank you. We will now dismiss the student athletes back to the locker room. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Do we have questions for Coach Oates? Mark.
All right, Nate, Mark on Buffalo News. Just first of all, Nick, just talk about his development and his game today, a career high.
You know what you saw today was kind of what I envisioned when we recruited him out of Michigan. I mean, I knew he could make open threes. Big guy, can go inside, outside, both. You know, we didn't plan on getting him in quite as early as we did. Kenny got the 2 quick fouls, but we wanted to play him a ton of minutes tonight because I felt like he could pull Jakiri out of the lane, kind of open it up for us. So when Kenny got the 2 quick ones, it was an easy decision. We had put in a new package. You know, we put in like 3 new plays just for this game to kind of get Nick the ball popping out. Hopefully Jakiri's just sitting in the lane trying to clog it up like he does, and they worked. Like 2 out of the 3 worked first time we ran them, got 3s off them, you know, which is big. You're able to open a lead up early on them. You know, with teams like that, they maybe get a little tighter. That's what we talked about, trying to jump on them early. Maybe they can get tight. We catch fire. You know, it goes that way. And I don't know if they got tight or not. They're well coached, but we did jump on them early, and Nick's 3s helped a lot, and we planned on playing him a bunch of minutes tonight, and it worked out well for us. But I think, you know, until he got in foul trouble there in the second half, I think, though, his progression over the last month in practice has been huge. He was big last week. I mean, you know, we beat some good teams. I mean, Akron was, I think, 28th in the RPI. Like, Akron's a really good team. They should have beat Ohio State first round of the NIT at Ohio State. So the job he did on Isaiah Johnson, I mean, he picked it up offensively and defensively both, and he hit 3 threes, I think, against Ohio. So I can't be happier for Nick. He's just a great kid that's starting to play well at the right time for us this year.
Question for Coach Oates, right here, front.
Heather Prusak, Channel 2, WGRZ in Buffalo. Coach, given everything that this team has been through and everything that you personally have been through, how satisfying is it to make it this far?
I mean, it's, you know, I thanked all those guys in the locker room just from the bottom of my heart for everything they gave to me personally through the year with everything that I've kind of gone through. And, you know, it wasn't just me. We've had multiple. Nicola's mother passed away. He had to go back to Serbia. Coach Weitzel's brother passed away. So I think, you know, the players talked about some of the stuff that's drawn us together. I think we got a really good group of kids. I mean, they're not perfect. You know, we deal with kids. They're still kids. But I just, for me personally, just how hard they played for us last year in that MAC tournament. Even tonight, I thought they laid everything out there. I mean, we missed some shots. They got some great athletes that made it tough to finish in the lane. They blocking shots. But I thought we played hard, which is really all you can ask the guys to get zoned into the scouting report mentally and then physically give everything you got. And I thought they gave it to us. So, you know, it's disappointing we lost. You know, we could have made a few more shots, but I'm really happy with the way the season went, just from what everybody predicted, what they thought we'd do. I think some guys proved some people wrong here this year.
Okay, we'll go all the way in the back.
Coach Craig Vorst, Tom Warner Cable News Sports. Just in the locker room with the guys, and they're already talking about what they achieved this year, not letting this loss define what this season was. For you as a coach, can you talk about that a little bit, the emotions of this game, but having your guys already know, hey, back-to-back MAC championships, getting here. For UB, this is still a stellar year.
Yeah, I mean, they've never gone before we got here. You know, last year was the first year, so to go back to back, you know, Jaron and Rodell, they didn't maybe have as great a game as they would have hoped tonight, but those two leave with 2 rings. Like, that's, I'm not going to talk about anything negative. I'm not talking about anything on the stat sheet that's not, we just talked about what a great year it was. Walk out of here with your head up, accomplish something that's never been, I mean, it's been almost 20 years, I think, since anybody in the MAC went back to back to the NCAA tournament. So for us to do it, and you know, really we only did it with three returning guys that played in the rotation. So all the new guys walk out of here with their heads up, and you know, those 2 seniors leave with 2 rings. So I think it's a special group of kids for us.
Right over here.
Coach Josh Reed, CBS 4 in Buffalo. You look at the guys that you had up there. Bearden had 19, Perkins had 20, CJ had a nice game. It's got to be pretty good building blocks to get knowing that all those guys are coming back.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, I like our future a lot. The recruiting class, arguably the best one we brought in here to go with these guys coming back. Played 10 guys tonight. 7 of those 10 are back. You know, a lot of scoring's back. I mean, a lot of guys, you saw who we had in at the end of the Akron game. All 5 of those are back. They, CJ and Nick those are 2 of the better freshmen in the league. I mean, I'll put Nick up against a lot of high major bigs right now, and CJ's playing. And I think Monte proved once again, he kind of proved it last year that he belongs at this level. I think he proved when Rodriguez is one of the best guards in the ACC, and that kid's really good. Monte went head-to-head with him all night. You know, he's got a little size on him, and Rodriguez is tough. He hit some tough shots on us when they needed them. But, you know, again, if Monte can improve his outside shooting a little bit, I think he's got a chance to play for some money after this thing's all said and done.
We have a question over here.
Coach Tom Dinky, the Spectrum. Just to piggyback off that, I guess, you know, as we sat here last year after the end of last season, it kind of seemed like there was a core group going forward that could dominate the conference for a little while. It seems like there's that same optimism here, and it's kind of almost a completely new group. Obviously, Nick and CJ are freshmen. Lamonte was here. So how maybe good does it feel to know that you guys were able to restock, and already it seems like we have a new core that can go forward and be dominant in the conference?
Yeah, I mean, it feels great just because when the coaching change happened, you know, I was here. We tried to maintain as many of the guys as we could, keep them, you know, some left on their own accord, but, you know, Justin's wasn't. You know, that was a little disappointing. But for us to bring in these new guys and get them to buy in as quick as they were, and, you know, for Blake and Willie, you know, we knew we needed immediate help. I think those 2 were huge for us this year. Then with the freshmen playing as well as they do. And I think you guys didn't really get a chance to see Nicola play this year. I think he's going to be really good for us in the future. He just kind of had to adjust to the American style of play, and he'll be a lot better next year. Me and him have some conversations about what it's going to be like for him next year. So I love our group coming back, and I'm excited. I mean, we're not going to start. We're going to give them some weeks off here, get their bodies rested and whatnot, but we're going to get back in that gym, get back to some individual workouts, and make these guys better, and looking forward to next year already.
Any more questions? Last question, right here in front.
Tim Britton with the Providence Journal. You mentioned Rodriguez a little bit. How much tougher is it to beat a number 3 seed when they've got veteran guards like Rodriguez and McClellan?
Yeah, that's the one thing that, you know, and I didn't talk to our guys about it, but we, you know, moving forward in the future, you know, last year we were a 12 seed. It's a little bit easier playing a 5 than it is playing a 3. We got to do a really good job next year just with our regular season. You know, we can't give away, you know, and we were new, so it was a little harder. Our schedule was a little tougher non-conference than it probably should have been. If we would have had Justin, you know, we would have been a little more primed to play some of those teams we played early. But, you know, we just got to do a better job through the course of the year trying to get ourselves our RPI a little higher, our win-loss record a little better, so we don't end up as a 14 seed. It's a hard game. I mean, they were, I think, number 11 in the last 8 people. It's a good team. Like, they're one of the best teams in the best, arguably the best conference in the country. So for us to play head-to-head with them for the majority of the game, I think speaks volumes to us. If we could have gotten maybe played a 5 seed instead of a 3 seed, you know, we probably got a little bit better shot of pulling the upset off. So that's one thing we will talk about, you know, not right now, but as we, in the summer, in the fall, like if we're going to get back to the NCAA tournament, try to win a game or 2, like let's try to place, you know, let's not play a 3 seed. Let's try to push ourselves up in that 8-9 game maybe, or something a little closer to like that than the 14 seed.
Okay, thank you.
your name on it, guys. Sit with your name, Blake.
We have the University of Miami, who will play the winner of the Arizona-Wichita State game on Saturday. We're joined by Miami student athletes Sheldon McClellan, Kamari Murphy, and Angel Rodriguez, along with head coach Jim Larinaga. And Coach Larinaga, would you please make an opening statement?
Well, I want to congratulate Buffalo and their basketball program for their outstanding season and the great competition that we had today with them. I asked my players after the game, have we ever played a team this season that had a 5-man that shot threes? And the answer was no. We didn't face a 5-man that made threes. So we really knew that Perkins could make the three. We were hoping he would miss early on. He didn't. That required then a lot of adjustments by us. The players made the adjustments and fought back, took the lead, and then never relinquished the lead in the second half, and finished strong by making a ton of free throws.
Thank you. At this time, we'll have questions for the student athletes, and please identify yourself and your media organization when asking a question. Questions for the student athletes. Right here.
Michelle Kaufman from the Miami Herald. Angel, it seemed the first half was frustrating, like Coach was saying, with all the threes they were hitting and you guys weren't able to get going. There was a moment there where you had a block, and then you were all chest bumping each other, and there seemed to be a real lift of energy at that point. Right after that, Jaquan Newton had a steal and a layup, and then he had another basket right after that. Do you think that was kind of a turning point, that moment there?
Well, I think, especially in March where you play teams that you've never faced and probably you've never seen them on TV, it's a challenge at first, and as you can see, it was for us. But we just kept fighting and fighting and fighting, and it seems like that play, gave the team a lot of energy, and that's the beauty of this team. We just need one little thing to get us going, and today we found it on defensive end.
Questions?
Austin Sapin, Kane's Warning. Kamara, can you talk about your performance tonight? I mean, first double-double of the season in March, coming at the biggest time. How big was that?
I really wasn't thinking about numbers during the game. I was just thinking about playing as hard as I can. We knew this team was talented, had a lot of matchup problems, so I knew if I came out and did my job and these guys did their job, we would get the W, and we did. So overall, I'm happy. Now that I see the numbers, I'm happy with my performance, but it was all for the team.
More questions for the student athletes.
Sheldon, hi. Can you just talk about the fact that 5 guys in double figures, Angel had a career high, a season high, Kamari has, his best game of the year. Just the fact that so many players played so well once you got to the tournament.
That's one of the great things about this team. You can't just lock in on me or Angel or Davon or Jaquan. We have a lot of guys on this team that can score. That's why I really don't put a lot of pressure on myself as far as being too much of an aggressor during the game. So we have a lot of guys that can score on the team. So that's the beauty of this team.
More questions for the student athletes. Go ahead, Michelle.
Angel, when you guys were watching the games earlier, and you see what happens with Duke, and you see the Yale game and stuff like that, did you go into this game really being very aware that upsets can happen, and the Buffalo could have definitely taken your heads off?
Yes, most definitely. Especially, for myself, I've experienced one. When I was at Kansas State, we were a high seed, and we played LaSalle, disrespected them, in a way that we didn't really pay attention to scouting report, and did everything we shouldn't do. And you know, I just didn't. I wanted to make sure that that didn't happen to this team. I think we've had a great season, and you know, we have an opportunity to do a lot of bigger things now in March. So, but overall, everybody was focused and aware that anything can happen in a tournament.
Question over here.
Yep, Angel, if you, Mark Gahn, Buffalo News, if you answered this already, I apologize, but could you just talk about Bearden? You obviously had a good day going up against him. What did you think of him?
I always knew he was a great player. I saw him last year in a tournament, and I seen him this year too, playing against high-level schools. So I'm not surprised whatsoever, and I thought he got the team going, and overall, they all did a great job, so we got to give him a lot of credit.
More questions for the student athletes? Okay, thank you. You guys can head back to the locker room now.
Am I done? No. I'm not done?
At this time, we'll ask for questions for Coach Larinaga. Right here.
Jim, Jerry Sullivan, Buffalo News. You've been that mid-major team rising up to beat the power teams. Did you see something in that Buffalo team that almost scared you a little bit, like that they're not afraid?
Oh, no, I thought they played with great confidence. I coached in the Mid-American Conference, so I was very aware of the kind of players that are recruited successfully who win at that level. And most of the time, they're undersized, but they're very, very good. And so for us, we play in the ACC where there's a lot of bigger guys who play in around the basket. And you saw someone like Marshall Plumlee today who hangs around the rim. That's the kind of guy Tanya Jakiri is used to guarding. Now he's out there guarding Perkins, who's nailing threes. It's very, very different. Bearden is a heck of a point guard. Hamilton is a very crafty, what we would consider in our league a three-man, but he plays the four, so he's a matchup problem for anybody. And trying to find the right adjustments to guard them, because they're a very confident team. They've won 20 games, and they played great in their tournament, and they actually shot threes better in their conference tournament than they have all year. So they came into this tournament really feeling good. Of course, when they start out the game making 3 threes, their first 9 points were all on threes. That makes it even more confidence going forward. But fortunately, I think our defense improved, our matchups got better, and our guys shared the ball well. That's why we ended up with 5 guys with double figures.
More questions for Coach Larinaga. Here.
Tim Britton with the Providence Journal. Just how different is it to coach that game when you are the favorite expected to win?
You know, I think the underdog can play a little freer. They don't feel the stress necessarily of a higher seed. But I've asked my team not to put pressure on themselves, to enjoy this. You don't get a chance to do this that often. You know, if you look at my team, we have 4 guys who played in the NCAA tournament, 8 guys who never did. So it's an exciting time in their lives, and they want to enjoy it as much as possible. And you don't enjoy when you're putting stress on yourself. So we've tried to make practice enjoyable. The guys have been smiling a lot and laughing a lot, and that's a good sign. And we were in very good spirits today when we came over and shot.
Questions?
Hey, Coach, could you just talk about
Michelle?
Michelle Kaufman? Yep, from the Miami Herald. Can you
From
talk
where?
Miami Herald. Can you talk about Angel's performance today and just how
He was just sensational. Angel Rodriguez is one of those guys who loves the competition. He really delivers the ball to his teammates very, very well. But then there's always a point in the game where he feels like he's got to score more. And when he does, and he takes advantage of his opportunities, then we have another weapon out there. You know, like Kamari was another weapon today. He had to play the 5 most of the game. But with that opportunity, he plays closer to the basket and is able to get opportunities that Angel normally creates or Sheldon creates. But I thought Angel and Sheldon were senior leaders today that really dominated the game.
More questions in the back?
Austin Saban from Canes Warning. How important is it that you can have so many guys come up big in a tournament like this where it's just one and done?
Well, I've told the players over and over again, when you get to the NCAA tournament, if you want to advance, you can't just play good, you have to play great. You got to find different ways to win the game. Primarily, you have to play great defense. You have to rebound the ball very well. We won the rebound battle today by double figures. And you've got to share the ball and find the open man, which we did. I thought one of the key baskets was Davon Reed's 3 when we threw the ball inside. Can't remember if it was Kamari or Angel that threw it out to him. But it was at a critical time. I think we were up 4, and that got it to 7, and eventually we got it up to 12. Angel made a 3, then Davon made a 3. And when your team starts to go on a roll, it really builds confidence right during the game.
Any more questions for Coach Larinaga? Yes, Michelle.
Yes, Michelle Kaufman again from the Miami Herald. Can you talk about, we don't know who's going to win the next game, but can you talk about each of them as an opponent? Because we have to write for tomorrow. Arizona and Wichita State.
Well, my response is really this. Sean Miller is a coach that's headed towards the Hall of Fame. He's had an incredible career in his young coaching career, and his teams are always well disciplined. They play very, very hard defensively, and they're a very, very strong offensive team. On the other hand, Greg Marshall has done what I don't know anybody at the mid-major level that's done it any better. And his team is now, right now, number 1 in KenPom in defensive efficiency. So they make it really, really hard on you to score. They've got those 2 great guards, Fred Van Fleet and Baker, who give them a chance in every game. At this time of year, as you saw today with Angel Rodriguez and Sheldon McClellan, guards really control the game. And those 2 guards from Wichita State always give them a chance.
Any more questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Just some quick notes. Jim Larinaga joined Leonard Hamilton as the only 3 NCAA tournament games with the Hurricanes. Tonight was McClellan's 30th game of the season with 10 or more points.